Hello everyone, myself Dr. Mahesh Kumar Shetty. I am standing before you to present a topic, public finance. Look at the first slide. Public finance is the branch of economics. It is made of two words as public and finance. The term public means government and finance means the science of management of money. By this sentence, it is very understandable that the concept of public finance makes us to understand how best government mobilizes its revenue and how best it spends for different purposes. Means if you take any government for that matter, whether it is India or Japan or England or Germany, for any country for that matter, each and every country looks into spend its money for the utmost advantage of the public as well to reach the maximum number of population. You see the slide where we have the meaning of public finance. Public finance is the study of allocation of economic resources for achieving the goals of public affairs. Thus, public finance is the study of allocation and management of resources and technology for achieving the goals of public organization. My dear friends, if you look at this sentence, one point is very much clear that the very purpose behind of having the money with the treasury of the government is to achieve maximum social welfare or maximum social benefit. Yes, in this slide, the public finance is the study of the role of the government in the economy. It is a branch of economics which assesses the government revenue and government expenditure of the public authorities and the adjustment of one or the other to achieve desirable effects and avoid undesirable effects. By this meaning or definition, it is very much clear that to adjust one to the another, it means to adjust government expenditure to government revenue or government revenue to government expenditure. So, as a whole, this public finance deals with the fact that how best government mobilizes its resources, how best it spends for different purposes to achieve maximum social welfare. Yes, if you go through the definition of Dalton, public finance is concerned with the income and expenditure of public authorities and with the adjustment of one to other. This is what we have listened in the previous sentence. This is again the definition given by Dalton, and according to F.E. Taylor, public finance is the part of political economy which discusses the way in which government obtains revenue and manages them. See here, it's very interesting here. F.E. Taylor gives such a different definition in which he is very much clear that this public finance discusses how the government obtains its revenue and how it manages. How it obtains revenue means how it collects or mobilizes revenue from different sources. Being a student of economics or being a student of commerce, we know the fact that government has many of the ways to raise its funds, whether it is from tax sources or non-tax sources. All these sources will able to raise government funds at a very sufficient level, and how that sufficient amount of fund which is raised by the government being used for different purposes. This is we have to understand out of this definition. And if you go to the next definition, it is Finlay, Siras and Bastable. They say that public finance is the science which is concerned with the matter in which public authorities obtain their income and spend it. We go for the scope of public finance. My dear friends, what does it mean? The scope, it stands for what are the different subject matters or the topics which is being covered under public finance. We go one by one. If you look at the slide, it is being segregated in 5 points. The very first scope or subject matter of public finance is public revenue. The second is public expenditure. The third one is public debt, and fourth is financial administration, and fifth one is economic stabilization. So, the first point is public revenue. Under this subject matter, what actually the public finance studies or reveals with? See, as I have given in the slide itself, this concept deals with mobilization of resources. How best the government mobilizes its resources from different sources, tax sources, non-tax sources, or any other source if there any. So this is what the first area which deals with. The second is public expenditure. See, in one part government mobilizes its revenue, and in the another part government spends the same amount for the collective welfare of the people. So it deals with areas of government expenditure. If you look at the government budget, where government allocates its funds or resources for different purposes, right? For education, for industry, for MSMEs, for road and transport, communication, etc. So this is how government allocates funds for different purposes. And the third one is public debt. So what do you mean by public debt? Public debt means whenever government revenue falls short to meet its expenditure, then it becomes very inevitable for any kind of government to raise its fund or the shortage of fund. At that time, what government does? It go for raising of funds from other sources in the way of debt, or raising of loans or funds from different financial institutions or any of the government which is whether inside the economy or from abroad. This is what the public debt. And fourth one is financial administration. It deals with the government machinery which is responsible for performing various functions of the state. It means how best government should have to perform for achieving all the set goals. And fifth one, economic stabilization. It is very important factor. Economic stability, it plays a very key role in having a country's credibility or a country's solidarity. If a country is very much stable, then we can attract any investment or any FD, foreign direct investment from any of the countries. So economic stabilization, it is another important subject matter. Now, what are the importance or significance of public finance? In this slide, the first and foremost importance or significance is to steady the state economic growth, price stability, economic stability, equitable distribution, proper allocation of resources, balanced development, promotion of export, and infrastructural development. So these are the various significance of public finance. And this is up to the introduction part of public finance. I hope you understood the concept very well. Thank you for listening and watching.